there has been a huge uptick in rumors and even people willing to say that it is a done deal, that Tom Cruise will in fact be playing MCU's Iron Man in the upcoming Doctor Strange movie, as part of the whole multiverse concept. And of course, this goes all the way back to Iron Man 1, because Tom Cruise was at one point the frontrunner for Tony Stark, and Marvel Studios has wanted to work with him since then. The benefits of having Tom Cruise as Iron Man include Tom Cruise flying an actual suit down from space, and Tom Cruise running for an entire extended action sequence in real time, along with Iron Man preaching the beliefs of Scientology to the Eternals. Man, when you really think about it, he kind of is Iron Man. So rumors have continued to persist that at some point we will see Tom Cruise in the MCU. Now, of course, if you're Marvel Studios, you pretty much have a unlimited bank account to be able to do whatever you want. And Tom Cruise, we know for a fact, was somebody they wanted to work with early on, but of course it was during the revival of Mission Impossible. Things didn't line up. At that time, Universal was having some problems with Iron Man and some of the licenses that were happening, and then conversation shifted over into a smaller budget, let's say, for Marvel and Iron Man 1, and then of course we ended up having Robert Downey Jr. and all his history. But of course we know through numerous sources and even people directly talking about it that Marvel Studios has wanted to work with Tom Cruise ever since. Now, of course, with that unlimited bank account, they can easily get him, but it would all be down to scheduling and exactly what type of role you get him for. Now, Marvel Studios is no stranger to being able to get actors into weird roles. I mean, Matt Damon has already appeared in the MCU, and most people forget that one because it was like a cameo and you couldn't even figure out it was him unless you actually knew or were paying attention. So again, you know, they can do whatever they want and actors want in on the franchise. Tom Cruise has expressed roles for comic books over the last 2 decades, really, and something in Marvel has always been on his radar, he said. So again, there is want on both sides. Now, when it comes to Marvel Studios, the rumors keep on persisting that yes, he will be playing Iron Man, and it will be in the upcoming Doctor Strange 2, which of course we'll see Doctor Strange go into the multiverse. And this would honestly be one of those things where you pay off to the old rumors. And of course the rumors, if they do pan out to be true, would mean that somewhere in the multiverse we could see what Tom Cruise as Iron Man would have looked like. Now, if you guys remember, the rumors back then were the fact that Tom Cruise had this contractual thing where you had to show his face. So the suit was actually going to have a see-through visor instead of that gold plate on Iron Man's helmet. And I think it would be interesting to show that and see what could have happened, which is exactly why Marvel came up with that view of inside the helmet for Tony Stark, because that was a way to pitch the idea of, hey, we can also show your face even though it's covered up, and I think it really worked wonders for them. So who really knows if this is going to pan out to be true? I believe it probably will. If they can work out the timing of everything, I think there is something here that they can make a reality. And I honestly think Kevin Feige does want it to happen because, again, it's a fun little nod to what could have been, but also it would bring in a certain amount of people out of that curiosity factor of what the hell is even happening with this film.